Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Jared, and thought I'd do a new segment. I'm a big diehard Lions fan, and lately I've been hearing some hate mail, or not hate mail, but obviously I look online, articles about Detroit Lions and stuff like that, and it's been mainly about beef against Martin Mayhew, the Lions general manager. Now, obviously, he's not the most perfect general manager. I'm aware of that. All I'm saying is he shouldn't be getting that much slack. And some Lions fans are ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to fathom that they're actually going against a general manager that has honestly done a lot for us. And I know I'm probably going to be looked at like weird for saying that, but seriously, the man actually did some good things for us. It's not like, he's a total Matt Millen. And I'm going to get into that actually too, because that's my first argument. Now, that's my main beef with Lions fans. My fellow Lions fans. That everybody is like, Matt Millen Jr., oh, he's worse than Matt Millen, da-da-da, and it goes on. Well, I'm just like, dude, I know the man's not perfect, but dude, he's actually done some good things for us. He took over a team that was 0-16, bad drafting. I know. Why would I say that? It's the Lions. Seriously, under his control. Yeah, I understand. But Matt Millen, the only thing he drafted well was Calvin Johnson, and obviously we all know who Calvin Johnson is. I don't care. And I might as well say it, because here's the thing. I don't care what anybody says, analysts, fans, whatever. Another thing that pissed me off, I know I'm off track right now, but seriously, I can't believe everybody's saying that Dez and some of our receivers are better than Calvin right now. He had an injury season. He's still the best receiver in my mind. I mean, he's a man amongst boys. But back to my fact. He was the only good draft pick by Matt Millen versus the other picks that Martin Mayhew made, like Matthew Stafford. I don't care what you say, because without him we would still suck and probably be worse than Millen. Pettigrew, he's decent. I understand. He's a first rounder, not living up to expectations, but he's a decent run blocker. And yeah, Ndamukong Suh, when he was here, he was phenomenal. I was trying to make a pun. Unfortunately, Javid Best, he was a great pick in my opinion. If he didn't have those injuries, man, and those concussions, man, I tell you what, he could have still ripped up the league. It's sad because I love that kid and I hope he's getting better. 2011, we get Nick Fairley. He obviously was a bust. I will admit he was a bust, but more because of the injuries. Because the injuries kind of derailed his production and everything. And yes, he was a lazy ass. I will admit that. All right, I'm conscious of that. But obviously, it kind of ended, bittersweet, because he seemed like he was working well, and we had a good D-line because of him too, along with Sue. But yeah, I mean, mainly because of injuries. That's why I mainly call him a bust. But he was a good player when he was healthy. 2012 draft, we got Riley Reef. He's a he is a good left tackle. He's not great. He's good. As a Lions fan, I will admit that he's better than Jeff Backus. Just saying. Because I know how everybody feels about Jeff Backus, and he wasn't the greatest, obviously. Same draft we got to hear Whitehead. Correct me if I'm wrong, he was like a mid-round draft pick. And when Tulloch went down this past season, he actually did really well. And I was kind of mad that we brought back Stephen Tulloch. I love Tulloch, by the way. I love Tulloch. He's an awesome player. But he's the youth. He has the youth. He has the talent. He did a good mic job, even though he never played mic ever in his football career. But obviously, you saw it. You saw the production. And I became an instant fan of him because I was like, wow. That's what we had in the waiting. I know I'm missing probably another draft pick from 2012, but mainly nothing there. 2013 was actually his best draft. Ziggy, obviously, he will grow and get better. I know that for a fact. Darius Slay made a great improvement in year 2. He was good. Larry Warford. Obviously, it sucked because he was injured last year a lot. But we got a great guard in the 3rd round. I mean, how does that happen, huh? 4th round, shit. Can't remember the other guys we got. But that's obviously what I know off my top of my head. And obviously undrafted free agents in that same draft, we got Joseph Fourier, when healthy, is a good player. Or, a serviceable, I keep saying that word. But, Joe Fourier, he does a good job when he's healthy. And Adrian Waddle, the right tackle, that, came into the league to us at 2013. And when he was healthy, he was good. I liked him. And I was like, wow, we got him undrafted. And then this year's past draft, we obviously got Eric Ebron. And I will go out and say he will be a good tight end. I'm not saying he's going to be great. I'm not saying this. But that was another thing. I hate to get off track again, but I will let you guys know that to all the people, including Lions fans, that he's a bust and he was not worth the pick, and then we should have got Odell Beckham. Please shut up. Please. Seriously, because it's just one fucking year. One fucking year. You're going to ride him out of town after one fucking year? Plus, he didn't get that many catches, so why are you blaming him? He only got 25 receptions, 25 balls. And by stats, yeah, that's not a lot for a pass-catching receiver or tight end. That's not a lot. And when they made that pick, I was like, wow, that's a good pick. Because I've seen the tape, I know his potential, and he can only get better. Just saying. Travis Swanson, I think I just mentioned. But yeah, obviously he's a center. He filled in nicely. He did good job. I didn't see him buck up, so he can only get better. He could be he could be good for us. And if I'm not remembering a lot of draft picks that were notable by Mayhew, I apologize. Now, just to end that, those were a lot of good players that Mayhew drafted. And, oh, shit. I can't believe this. 2009 draft. Guess who we get in the 3rd round? Yeah, DeAndre Levy, who is the best 4-3 linebacker in the league. Outside linebacker, excuse me. Yeah, can't believe I forgot that one. I remember when he came on the scene, I was like, whoa. But anyway, just to end this argument, this section, I think he outdoes Matt Millen pretty much, okay? Just saying. Would Matt Millen drafted all those good players in his tenure? No, he didn't. He draft busts, okay? So please shut your mouth. Next argument would be, man, I mean, besides that, he's not perfect. Obviously, the other drafts that didn't include the other draft picks, they didn't make the team. Busts like McKellis Shore or, shit. There's just a lot. I can't remember well. I'm sorry. But yeah, Mayhew actually does good in free agency. Just saying. He helped us get some pretty serviceable players. I finally said it right. And he got James Ahedebo, Dig, as we call him. Glover Quinn, who is obviously the better of the safeties between him and Digg. Reggie Bush, when healthy, he obviously did great things for us. What's his name? Golden Tate. Do I need to say more about Golden Tate? He helped us out big time, especially when Calvin went down. Rob Sims, people will give him crap, but he did a solid job. We did technically it was a trade, but I consider it a free agency because he wasn't homegrown or drafted. Hold on. There was a couple more that I know, but mainly those main guys in free agency, helped us out big time. Free agency, Matt Millen didn't do that. Seriously, the only free agency, prize he ever earned was Dre Bly, and I know Lions fans know who Dre Bly is. Just saying. Yeah, and I'm just like, he's not perfect, but he's helped us recover from 0-16. Come on now. Besides the 2 playoff berths and the 2 winning records, I understand that. But it wasn't all his fault, And the beef about him with the Sue thing, look, if that's true, it is what it is. I am kind of pissed about that. But then again, Sue wanted a lot of money. It was technically his fault. I love Sue, but seriously, that was Sue's selfishness, I would say. But, it is what it is. But if you think about it, why waste all that money, spend all that money on Ndamukong Suh when we already have 2 other mega deals with Calvin Johnson and Matthew Stafford? It doesn't add up, and you can't build a good team with that. So he thought about that. But the man has helped us. He got his 2 playoff berths. Come on. In his tenure. Matt Millen, correct me if I'm wrong, he was 31 and something. 31 games in 8 years. That's horrible. That is horrible. Seriously. And no playoff berths or no winning seasons. Mayhew got us 2 winning seasons and 2 playoff berths. Now, Lions fans will be barking back and saying, well, he didn't do shit because, obviously, I agree. As a Lions fan, I agree. We should have done more, especially after 2013. I was pissed about 2013 and 2012. But I know, believe me, I want a playoff one. I want a playoff one, seriously. I honestly do. But the man is not shitty at all. Not shitty. Scratch that. He is not perfect, but he's good for us. Look, if he has a shitty draft, I can understand fire his ass, but don't give him shit about the Sue deal or he's a Matt Millen Jr. or his drafting. I just thought I was taking way out of proportion. That's why I'm doing this video. Because Mayhew has done enough to impress me because he could have easily failed just like Matt Millen back in 2009 when he started. Okay? And we wouldn't be speaking about him because his ass would be fired. Now, just saying, he actually got the shit right. And people will be like, well, with Matthew Stafford, with Ndamukong Suh, and let's see, basically those 2 players. People will say those were no-brainers. Well, if every Lions fan knows that Matt Millen could have easily fucked up his decisions, we could have easily got more from what we got. I was watching the Matt Millen documentary on Football Life, and they were talking about the draft boards and the draft meetings and all that bullshit that went on during the drafts. They were talking about DeMarcus Ware, still available for us, and we pick a wide receiver. And I can't remember which one, but it was obviously a bust one. I mean, what do you expect? See, if Mayhew was in that draft, I bet you he wouldn't pick a bust. He's pretty good. He's decent in the first round. He gets us good players. Besides, and I'm not counting Javid because he's out of the league because of his injuries. With Pettigrew, Fairley, those are the only two I nix against him. Other than that, he got us good, drafting in the first round. I understand he needs to get better in the mid rounds, which he has proven. I mean, DeAndre Levy, Tahir Whitehead, But yeah, the man's okay. I should be settling for okay, but I just want to make this video to let every Lions fan know, and all these stupid analytics about him. I'm just like, could be worse. Just saying, it can be worse. I'll go for all those Lions fans that bash Matthew Stafford. It blows my fucking mind. It really does. Let's go back to the 2009 draft. The 3 top-rated quarterbacks were Matthew, of course, Mark Sanchez, and Josh Freeman. Only Matthew Stafford is a starter. Why? Because he's actually productive and he can actually win. I know he's not consistently winning, but yes, he's actually shown he could be a starting and winning quarterback compared to, Mark Sanchez and Josh Freeman. Mark Sanchez, the reason why he got his success and why he won and why he was able to last as long as he did, because of the Jets' defense and Rob Ryan. Josh Freeman, which it baffles me that he got released, was actually a productive quarterback. He wasn't terrible. But obviously he just signed with the Miami Dolphins or something like that. Yeah. So no longer are those 2 starters. Matthew is a starter. And for good reason, because he can help us win. Those 2, obviously, I don't know. They just can't help their team win. More with Sanchez, obviously. But Josh Freeman, that's another discussion for later. Pettigrew, I understand, wasn't the best number 23rd pick ever. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, seriously. Sue obviously was a no-brainer, but I mean, seriously, he could have easily fucked it up. I mean, it just blows my mind that Lions fans think this. I mean, really, what else do you want more? I mean, he's been way more productive than Matt Millen. Just saying. But I guess I'll end this video because I think I've already, ranted or said my argument. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Take her easy.